Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wahlberg, your podcast performance coach with another actionable tip so you can grow your podcast authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is don't ignore AI's impact on your marketing. You may have noticed a change in the search engines lately. AI-generated answers often supersede website recommendations now, and the indication from major search engines like Google and Bing suggests that we should get ready for this to become the norm. And why not? People like having their queries answered concisely in a friendly, conversational manner. It's easier than going to a website or a blog or reading show notes or listening to an episode. And frankly, people are more likely to accept an AI answer as the definitive answer. Search done, answer obtained, moving on. So, what does this have to do with you and your podcast? Well, if you're like me, then your podcast has been a major contributor to your website's SEO. And maybe, like me, you've been benefiting from the power of organic search for a while. There's no denying the organic search benefits of posting your podcast to your website regularly. But if more and more people are going to be using the AI chat features like Google Gemini and Bing's Copilot, are you fighting a losing battle? Not necessarily. And truth be told, nobody knows just yet. But I can tell you that smart entrepreneurs should be thinking about how to prepare for this shift when it comes to maintain the marketing benefits of their podcast. So how do you do it? Okay, well, here are a few things to start or pump up in your marketing strategy to compensate for any drop in organic search you might experience. Number one, email marketing. Using your podcast to increase email subscribers has always been a good idea, but now it's even a better idea. Using your podcast to promote lead magnets and build your email list is a no-brainer. This allows you to nurture those listeners into leads over time. And if you use your email as a way to encourage engagement, maybe, just maybe, your followers will think of you instead of Google when they have a question about your area of expertise. Talk about a great way to circumvent the AI chat SEO issue. Number two, increase visibility. The aim of this game is to become synonymous with your area of expertise, to be the authority. There are lots of strategies for increasing visibility, including being on other people's podcasts, guest blogging, speaking on stages, including summits, conferences, and even larger groups, and optimizing your discoverability on directories. Ask yourself, how optimized is your Spotify listing? What about your visibility on some of the smaller podcast directories or players? Be everywhere your ideal client is and be your best there. And number three, double down on social media engagement. Encouraging people to follow you on social media isn't enough anymore. You need to give them a reason to connect and engage with you. Create a container for conversation. Ask compelling questions. Make your feed one they miss if the algorithm doesn't deliver it. Not only will this increase your know, like, and trust factor, it will also improve loyalty. And loyalty is one step closer to you being preferable, which is key because the only source people trust more than Google is their friends and family. If your name is one they are quick to recall and recommend anytime someone has a problem you solve, your SEO stops being relevant. So those three marketing tips again in light of new AI searches: grow your email list, get more visible, and double down on your engagement. Now, you may have noticed a trend in these three tips. Be top of mind for your listeners. Help them get to know you. Build that authority and loyalty. These marketing strategies will help, but only if your show is actually of value to them. You can't build your authority or loyalty without a kick-ass show that serves your listener. And when you have a podcast of high value and you are continuing to serve up relevant, powerful information episode after episode, and you have excellent show notes, you'll continue to build your SEO, which, even with the potential takeover of AI chat search, you might just be what AI finds as the answer to the query. I was personally quite relieved when I discovered a conversation with Bing Copilot and Google Gemini, which still suggests me when someone asks about a podcast coach. But I'm not putting all my eggs in the SEO basket. These coming changes mean we need to diversify our podcast marketing strategy now if we want to stay ahead of the game and continue to have a podcast with great ROI. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Your podcast is just one arm of your business marketing plan, or at least it should be. It's an ecosystem that is going to be different for every business. Knowing how to leverage your podcast for the best ROI when it comes to your business might take some experimenting, but being consistent and playing the long game is going to keep you at the top of lists, searches, and hopefully top of mind for your potential clients. I help business owners use podcasting as a marketing tool. If you're an entrepreneur or service provider who's podcasting for your business and not getting the ROI you want from your podcast, let's talk. This is what my 6-week podcast tune-up program is all about. Find out if it's what you need for your show at podcastperformancecoach.com. The link is in the show notes. Just look for the podcast tune-up. I'm Tim Walbert. See ya!